Aggregate demand is the total demand by households, firms, government, and foreign sectors for final goods and services that is produced in the economy at various price levels. Aggregate demand consists of consumption expenditure, which is the amount of national income spent on domestically produced consumer goods. Investment expenditure, which is the amount of money spent on capital goods and is profit-led. Government expenditure, which is the amount of government spending on goods and services. And net exports, which is the difference between the export revenue received from the sale of goods and services to foreign countries and the import expenditure to purchase goods and services from foreign countries. If there is a rise in aggregate demand, it means that there has been an increase in one or more of its components. Let us now explore how a rise in aggregate demand affects the circular flow of income, a model that indicates the flow of money between households, firms, the government, and the foreign sector. As consumer expenditure rises, firms earn more profits and are able to pay for more factor services to produce more goods and services to meet demands. In order to produce more goods, their demand for labor would rise. This decreases the unemployment rate and households can earn greater incomes to purchase more goods and services. This encourages firms to expand. When the government injects money into the circular flow of income through subsidies and investments for firms and welfare payments for households, firms are also encouraged to expand. In addition, in an open economy, when export revenue exceeds that of import expenditure, there is a further injection of money to increase the circular flow of income. How a rise in aggregate demand eventually causes national income to increase can be explained via the multiplier process. When the first group of consumers experience a rise in their income, they can afford to spend more. Their expenditure thus becomes the income of the next group. These people, after allocating some money to savings, taxes, and imports, will also have more money left over for consumption. They too will spend more, causing the income of the preceding group to rise as well. This process continues until the eventual rise in aggregate demand causes a multiplied rise in national income. However, the impact of rising aggregate demand on national income is dependent on the state of the economy. The economy consists of three stages: the Keynesian range, intermediate range, and classical range. If the economy operates on the Keynesian range, output can be raised without increasing price levels. This is due to high levels of unemployment or excess capacity. Firms need not offer higher prices to employ more resources. Thus, national income will increase with price remaining constant. When the economy is operating in the intermediate range, it is approaching full capacity. Hence, as national income increases, prices will rise as well. Finally, when the economy reaches the classical range where full capacity is reached, output can no longer increase even as prices rise. This is because the maximum output has already been achieved. Thus, unless firms raise their productive capacity in the long run, where the aggregate supply curves shifts to the right, national income is unable to increase further. Otherwise, national income remains the same while prices increases. The ASAD diagram can be illustrated as such.